And we are live. Welcome, brothers, to another show. I have a good friend today, one of my best friends out here in Colombia. She's in Cali, Colombia right now. What up, D?
What's up? What's up, Aaron? What's up, everybody?
What's happening? What's happening? How's everything with you today?
I'm doing great. Just listening to this rain out here.
Oh, okay. So tell us, we're going to jump right into it. What is going on with Cali, Colombia right now as far as the protests?
All right. They might not be talking about it in the rest of the country,
Mm-hmm.
but in Cali, we're still like holding down the fort per se.
Mm-hmm.
There are different parts of the city that are blocked off, like main roads and stuff like that. So people have to detour through different parts of the city because we feel like if the government doesn't hurry up and find a solution to what we need, we're
Mm-hmm.
just gonna, it's like a way for them to hear us
Mm-hmm.
as citizens. Me personally, I have not gone out because I don't want to get. I mean, I'll probably go out one of these days,
Mm-hmm.
but in the daytime and try to go home early, like around 3 or 4 ish, because when sundown comes around, that's when they really want to act up and bring around the riot police and stuff like that. Danger. So
Mm-hmm.
it's easier to go in the morning when everyone's like, okay. It
Mm-hmm.
seems like later hours, people die.
Wow. Wow. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to hear that. And let me ask you this. In Cali, Colombia, is there like a tourist area like there is in Medellin or no, not really?
Um, Not exactly like Medellin, but there are parts where the protests don't go. You wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
be so much affected by it. So, as far as tourists being able to come, they can. If they
Mm-hmm.
want to book a tour with me or something, they can. I just prefer to do them early. That way, like I'm home early.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the protests pretty much start in the evening time?
They start in the morning. They
Oh
usually have
wow.
a schedule. Yeah, they start in the morning and go all day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they just had one. I believe there was like something that they did yesterday, but it's in different parts of the city, and tourists don't usually go to those parts of the city, so it's okay. I think I heard that in Medellin they're still protesting. You got to keep in mind that these people are kids. They're actually kids. They're university students that are out here
Mm-hmm. Okay.
protesting for the rights of every Colombian.
Mm-hmm.
The majority are university students, college students, but there are parents out there and grown people out there. I've seen people that are 60, 70, 80 years old out there. I
Mm-hmm.
saw a mother carrying her handicapped son on her back. He has
Mm-hmm.
like multiple sclerosis. He has a wheelchair, but she was literally carrying him in a backpack protesting in
Mm-hmm.
Manizales,
Okay.
which is a very big college town.
Mm-hmm.
So there's tons of university students out there. They have really good universities out there.
Okay. And I know the initial protest was because of the tax hike, right? The tax increase, the capital gains tax increase.
Correct.
But the president did say he wasn't going to do that, right?
Right, but there's other reformas or reforms that they're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because of these protests, he knocked out two. The reforma tributaria, which was the 19% tax increase on estratos 1, 2, and 3. For
Mm-hmm.
those of you that don't know, Colombia is like real live Hunger Games, okay?
Mm-hmm.
um, there are certain neighborhoods and subdivisions or boroughs in the cities, and they're all sectioned off into different sections, 1 through 6. 1 through 3 is usually low income to middle income class neighborhoods or streets or areas. And then areas 4 through 6 are middle income to a higher income um, type of neighborhoods or boroughs. So these sections 4 through 6, or estratos as we call them in Spanish, um, they're already paying 19% tax. Do you know what estrato you're in, Aaron?
No, I don't. I'm not sure.
You don't. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in estrato tres in the barrio. I'm kind of like in the barrio, but
Mm-hmm.
it's residential. It's pretty quiet. There's families and stuff, but my block and the block over is the ghetto. My dad is the ghetto for this block.
Mm-hmm.
So he keeps it lit on this block.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't pay in this area, we don't pay that 19% tax. The president was trying to make 75% natural people. This means people who are alive and thriving and working and paying taxes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted 75% of the population to pay the 19% tax. Why is the 19% tax even there? He's trying to pay off the international debt. I don't know how much
Mm-hmm.
money America or the World Bank loaned Colombia.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, there was a little joke. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Colombians are funny. You know this. There was a little joke I saw like on Twitter. It was like, if everybody just puts $3 together, we'll pay off the debt. And that's
Right,
it.
right.
If everyone just puts 15K together, um, 15,000 pesos, 15K
Mm-hmm.
together, we'll pay off the debt. I wish it was really like that. I hope so, because I would totally put money down for that debt. But it's a
Mm-hmm.
huge international debt. It's a lot of money.
And do
So
you think this is because of the pandemic or it's just bad government spending?
it's bad government spending.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bad government, corrupt government. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I can't tell that they steal money in Medellin because Medellin looks very organized. If they're doing it, you can't see it because they have invested into the city,
Mm-hmm.
or so far as I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been to the hood in Medellin, and some parts are pretty organized as well.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as Cali, you don't like. There's potholes. I'm not trying to talk crap about my city,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just the reality. Um, there's really bad government here. We had a
Mm-hmm.
mayor that was blind. Like, how could he tell that there were potholes? How did he know
Come
what
on,
he was
man.
signing? Like,
Right.
I don't get it. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't. How do you vote in a person that was already the mayor?
Mm-hmm.
This mayor that we have right now, he was the mayor like around 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he created something called mega proyectos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who was a homeowner had to pay some type of tax. Because of this, a lot of people lost their homes or sold their homes. My dad was one of them. He had
Mm-hmm.
a home across the street, down the street. He had to sell the home because he was like, I don't have any money for this tax. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not paying that tax. And they were charging a lot of money, like 10 millones per
Mm-hmm.
house in a extrato tres. Like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you this. Cali was the first city to emancipate itself from the colonizers.
Okay.
Before Colombia actually emancipated itself, we emancipated ourselves 20 days before Colombia's actual emancipation.
Mm-hmm.
So we started this. We're probably going to end this.
Oh wow.
Um,
Okay.
but the president didn't want to come out here. He came
Mm-hmm.
out here like, kind of like what Bush did during Katrina. He should have
Mm-hmm.
been there the first day.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't there. He came like what, a week later or something.
Mm-hmm.
President did that. Like he came a week later around 3 in the morning or like 11 o'clock at night and left at 3 in the morning because it was so crazy out here. He couldn't be seen in the daytime. He came
wow.
out here. I think he came out here last week. He got cussed out by a whole bunch of people. And he was like, I talked to the Caleños. They want all the same things and blah, 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 blah. And everybody was like, you didn't go to the hood. One, you only went to these little neighborhoods where you felt like you were going to be safe. There's a lot of controversy because in Colombia, there's a law that says we're not allowed to carry weapons. But somehow there's civilians that got weapons. There's criminals that have weapons. So what's the real deal? You know, there were civilians being escorted by police, shooting at protesters. Protesters don't have guns. They're university kids. All they have are poster boards and rocks.
Right.
Rocks, maybe. Maybe a potato bomb. I don't know.
Maybe a potato bomb.
Right. Maybe. I haven't seen potato bombs since that one time we protested. I don't know if it was sometime last year there was like a protest, like a really big protest. And this guy had like a backpack full of potato bombs and he blew up because he fell. He fell throwing a potato bomb at somebody and he fell. He died.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
so let me ask you this, D. Like, what are the specific things that the protesters are asking for if it's not about the taxes anymore?
All right. So there was another reform for healthcare that everyone was protesting about. He knocked that out. He's not going to do it anymore. They're trying to find something else that they can pin on us, I guess. Trying to find another way to take more money out of everybody.
Because y'all have, I don't mean to interrupt you, but y'all have free healthcare here, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, I gotta pay my insurance.
I don't know why I heard y'all have free healthcare. Well, yeah, free clinics or something.
Pro Familia, I would say, is like the equivalent to Planned Parenthood, but
got you.
I mean, if you're making dollars, it's affordable for you to go to a private doctor or a private clinic. It's very affordable. You probably won't spend more than $60 to $100 on an appointment. Hey, shout out to Chad. That's my guy from Passport Stamp.
Shout out to him. Okay.
So they knocked out those two reforms. What people really want is equality. The kids are going to school, getting into debts with the ICETEX, which is the equivalent to financial aid.
Like Fannie Mae in America, huh?
Right, exactly. People are getting into debts for student loans, and there's no jobs for them when they finish school. So what do you do then? Like, what do you have to do? And a lot of people don't have an opportunity to go to school. So what do? They turn to the streets. Crime has been up since we got locked down, especially in Cali. And for some reason, at the beginning of this year, like, it's just started getting worse. I don't really go outside. Is it safe to come here? Yes. Just don't be the typical tourist looking around like, oh, that's so nice. Let me take a picture. Look every way before you take that picture.
And let me ask you this, D. Let me ask you this. Do you think you can wear jewelry?
No.
Like gold chains?
Don't wear your jewelry. No.
Okay.
Don't wear jewelry in Colombia. Period.
I've been trying to tell guys this for the last. I still see them wearing chains. They get robbed.
For what? You know, like, what do you look? You can't come out here and floss like you're in the States. Okay. Would you go to what is that? College Park?
Well, wait a minute. I can go to College Park in Western Jersey. That's what
that's what I'm saying. Like, would you go to the hood in Atlanta with your chains on? No.
Man, I wouldn't go nowhere with no chains on in Atlanta.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it has to be some type of special event, and you're in a trusted environment to where you're going to wear that chain. Like, if you have some type of like family dinner at some restaurant or at someone's house or something like that. But as far as like, I'm going to Gusto's or Isla's and I'm going to wear my chains, nah, like.
Gusto's is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about there.
Just don't talk about our spot. You know what's our spot. I don't need everybody going to our spot.
Right, exactly.
Our spot is the best. Nah, but you know what? There's a dance hall club that I want to visit. I heard it's really good. It's called Jams. They play like dance hall and hip hop. Cali officially opened last week. Everything's open till like 1:00. Yeah, I think it's 1 a.m. But honestly, I'm not even in the mood to go out because of there's danger out right now. So
all over the city, yeah, that's very true.
And I think it's not just here, like it's all over the world. There's a lot of people that are struggling right now. Especially in places where people haven't been able to get vaccinated and go back to work. Like there's people that are still on lockdown. I just read today, anybody coming from India, they're not even allowed to come back right now.
Yeah, I heard it's real bad in India right now.
And if they come, they have to quarantine for 14 days at home. And I don't think there's a really specific way to keep count of people leaving in and out of their homes in Colombia. I know now that people don't have to take a PCR test to come into the country, so that's good.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
That's really good because I know that has to get tiresome, putting that thing up your nose.
Oh yeah, it's very painful. I had to take one to come back to Colombia, as a matter of fact. But let me ask you this about as far as the jury, is it more impressive for a Colombian woman like to be in shape and know the language, or do y'all like jury like that? Like, are y'all impressed by gold watches and gold chains?
I feel like the women that are going to be impressed by gold watches and gold chains are going to be high maintenance women. Right. Women that probably have, and I'm not trying to knock them, but you know, they've gotten work done on their bodies. Plastico. You know, they're probably doing good for themselves. Some, you know, they might be working girls. Especially if you're going to Medellin. Right. I'm not trying to say every girl is a working girl out there, but it's a, I'm going to say about 70% chance. Maybe. The other 25 actually are regular girls.
I mean, I've been meeting a lot of regular women out here, though. It's quite a bit in Medellin, yeah. But you know what? I'm going to tell you the funny thing. When you do, like when I take my friend out, you know, my little, I guess you want to call her my girlfriend out. She tells everything. Hey, she says every girl's a prostitute. Like she's like, yeah, she's a prostitute. I'm like, it's the waitress. Why she gotta be a prostitute? You know, like, oh yeah, she's a prostitute. You're looking at her. I'm like, that lady's like 75 years old. How she, you know, so you know,
we're possessive. Like Colombian women are possessive. So
Colombian women are.
We're very possessive. We're fiery. We're possessive. If you're mine, you're mine. That's it. Like,
and it's so difficult. It's so difficult in a country like this with all these beautiful women, man. It's crazy, and it's right away. It's right away. It's no couple of weeks, couple of months. It's like tomorrow. You meet today, tomorrow lockdown.
Hey, let you tell it. I'm just gonna let you tell it. Nah, but. Honestly, everywhere you look, there are beautiful women everywhere. I can go in my neighborhood and I see beautiful women around here.
You know what? Most of the beautiful women are from Cali. That's out here in Medellin, though.
I mean, there's beautiful, fair-skinned women in Medellin.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, all day.
They have beautiful faces and they wear beautiful makeup, and I love their style of dress in Medellin. Like, people have a really cool style of dress, men and women. Cali, because it's hotter out here and we have more mixture of black and Afro than, Afro-Colombians and stuff. We're closer to the Pacific coast. You're going to see more women that look like me or like you, or black. You're going to be more tanned out here. More
I can't wait. I cannot wait to visit Cali. But my homegirl Nia, I was talking to her a few days ago, and I was like, well, am I gonna get robbed? I'm gonna go to Cali. She was like, probably. So I'm like, oh,
Hey,
wait a
look,
minute.
I was doing a walking tour one day in my own
Mm-hmm.
neighborhood in San Antonio. It's the oldest neighborhood in Cali. Lots of tourists go and stay there. Beautiful colonial homes and stuff. It's really quaint and cute.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm walking. I don't know what we're talking about. And some guy is coming up towards us on a
Mm-hmm.
bike. And for some reason, I guess he tried to grab her phone, but the phone fell on the ground. And I was ahead of her. So I turn around. I'm like, hey, you okay? She's like, I guess he tried to steal my phone, but I picked it up. And then he was coming back, like towards us. So I literally like ran up on her. I was like, yo, what's up? Like, what are you doing? Oh, and you
Mm-hmm.
coming back. You got some audacity. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, you got some audacity. This security guard came out from this restaurant. He was like, no, no. He had a machete. So he's like, no, no. I was like, okay, we're good. He left. I was like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
so sorry. We were just starting the walking tour. I was like, oh my God, this is not good. I was like, let's
Mm-hmm.
just hurry up and go to the park. There's people there. You got to
Right,
be
right.
careful when you're on a lonely street, whether you're in Cartagena, Medellin, Cali. You got to be careful on a quiet
Tell them,
street.
D. Please tell them, because there's been so many robberies out here, and I be trying to tell. And
People hungry.
yeah,
Look,
people
there's
are
no
hungry out here.
jobs. There's no opportunities. We've
Mm-hmm.
been on lockdown for a whole year. Lots of
Mm-hmm.
people have lost their businesses, their homes, their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So people are out here trying to get it.
And it's still relatively, to me, it's still safe, but you just got to really pay attention to your surroundings. You got to kind of know where you're going. Don't be doing this number right here, looking around. They're
Yeah,
going to
like,
automatically assume you got an iPhone, you know. So don't wear jewelry. Try to be very careful when you go to the ATM machine, because a lot of cats, I don't want to say a lot, but 2 cats got robbed coming from the ATM machine last week out here in Medellin.
what? Where
Yeah.
by?
Okay, one at the Carulla. You know where Energy Building is at?
In Poblado.
In Poblado. The big fancy, the building that's like a battery, basically.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a grocery store like right there. And I think he was leaving the grocery store, walking back to Energy, and they got him right there on the way back. And
On
the
that
other guy,
road, on that one main road.
right, yep, on that one little main road, broad daylight,
And that's
just like that.
Poblado.
That's
Don't get
Poblado.
it twisted.
And that's the second
Yeah.
time that's happened in like 2 months, right in front of the Energy Building. Right, because they know
Somebody
tourists.
has
That's
to
the most.
complain.
Yeah, yeah. And then the second one was, I believe, near Parque Ayeres. One of the ATMs, the guy tried to fight him off, and they shot him, but luckily he survived. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So I try to tell people. I had a guy here from Atlanta, from my city. He was like, "Man, I'm gonna go and walk to the ATM." I'm like, "Bro, I'm gonna walk with you." He's like, "No, I'm good." I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm gonna walk with you. You new out here, I'm just gonna walk with you. Kind of have your back." And that's the type of stuff you got to do. So I suggest everybody go to the ATMs in like the grocery stores or the malls, where it's public. And keep in mind, people are always watching. And if you're a tourist, you ain't from here.
People are always watching you.
Always watching.
I don't mean to interrupt, but if you go to the
No,
ATM at the mall, immediately go to the bathroom and find a stash. That's what I do. Like if I have to take out a lot of money, because my bank in Santa Fe, like every ATM is just out there in the open. But that's Santa Fe Mall, so you probably
it's
don't.
It's right by the exit too.
Right, and I'm just like, maybe there aren't people watching you here, but I'm just a little paranoid no matter what. So I just go to the bathroom and switch it up. Like, okay, I'm put half here, put half somewhere else. As a woman, I can carry a purse or a little kangaroo or whatever, but I always find a stash. If you're traveling with friends, it's cool to get hype, but just be careful. Don't act like you're in the States out here trying to cuss people out and stuff like that, because people will cuss you out or shoot you. Okay? You got to remember you're somewhere else. People out here are pretty friendly.
Very
kind
friendly.
Of touchy feely. Like we like to touch you and hug you and stuff like that.
That's just you, D. I don't know
Oh,
about
that's
that.
me. I'm gonna be touching on everybody though.
No, not
I
you talking
might
about on you.
laugh
They be
and be like,
touching on
ah
you.
ha ha.
They be touching on
Yeah, I do
you.
that a lot.
Yeah.
I got called out on that from a friend. Why do you do that when you laugh? You hit people. I'm like, it's funny. I'm sorry. Gotta pass on the energy. But yeah, just stay on your P's and Q's. No matter how safe you think you are, just always double check.
Yeah, I want to address something real quick that's going on in the chat. We got Columbus Hill. He says, "Is it safe or not? No jury, no ATM, but it's safe." And my
I
boy
don't
John
know.
responded. He said, "Stay home if you're scared. They just letting you know what not to do." Right?
That's right.
Right.
Big up, Jack King.
Yeah.
We're just giving you some tips. Just
Mm-hmm.
giving you some tips.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't be the typical tourist thinking you're in Europe or I don't know where. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you're in Colombia. People are hungry. It's been a pandemic. There's been all types of things to knock down people here, and they're doing whatever they can to survive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it too. I'm just not
Right.
out here trying to rob nobody.
Exactly.
I'm trying to do it in a legit way.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk
Right.
about some of your Spanish courses. 'Cause I know you got the tours in Cali, which I'm going to participate in very soon. I'm gonna come out there and holler at you.
That's
Um,
what's
even though you've been in Medellin a few times, you ain't holler at your boy. It's all good though.
I'm sorry.
But let's talk about your Spanish classes, man.
All right, Spanish class is usually an hour to an hour and a half. You've been in class with me, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
For sure.
we usually work on speaking, reading, comprehension, grammar, listening as well. We do several different like interactive activities. I might leave you some homework. I do pop quizzes, progress reports, grades, all of that. Is usually conversational. I can adapt to whatever the student wants or needs. But I always start off with working on the alphabet because the thing about Spanish is if you want to sound more native, you really need to learn the sounds of each letter, especially the vowels. The vowel, because Spanish is a vowel-based language. If I say la hora es, right? All of those start la hora es. All of those words begin and end with a vowel, right? La hora. H isn't a vowel, but H isn't pronounced in Spanish. It takes the next letter. It takes the sound of the next letter. So la hora es means the time is. La, L-A, hora, H-O-R-A-S-E-S. You want to sound more native, connect all those sounds. La hora, right? Not la hora or la hora. La hora. La hora es.
Okay.
That,
I thought it was K-O-R-S. K-O-R-S, right?
What time is it? Yeah, that's a question. But if I say the time is.
Got you.
La hora es 3:34, for example, right? La hora es. That last A, that A in hora is going to connect to the word es, to the complete word. So that's why it sounds melodic. La hora es. La hora es. La hora es. There you go.
And what's a tip on like training your ear to be able to understand what they're saying at such a fast pace? Because I've been watching like old cartoons lately, like Transformers and G.I. Joe in Spanish to kind of help me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll definitely recommend kid stuff like Dora or Peppa Pig.
You can't have brother watching that now.
Oh man, Dora.
We
Dora's
need
the
some G.I.
best.
Joe in here or something now.
Okay. Well, y'all can watch G.I. Joe in Spanish if y'all want. It's dubbed with a Spanish voice, I think.
Yeah, it is.
But definitely, if you really want to get into it, like me, I don't have my phone in Spanish. I have it in English
Mm-hmm.
because I speak English a lot. I give English class too, English classes and tutorings as well. All right,
Okay.
guys, if your kids are failing in class right now, they don't understand where the comma go or something like that, I
Mm-hmm.
can help you out in English as well. I love tutoring English as well. Um,
And you're patient too. You're patient, and that's what guys need. Very
Thank
patient.
you.
Very good. Very
I
good.
feel like I be losing it, but okay. Sometimes
Nah.
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
losing it, but yeah, I try to stay as patient as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Send work so that you can work on it as well. I do recommend listening to music a lot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I love salsa. Reggaeton is not the music to learn Spanish because they use a lot of slang and they cut
Mm-hmm.
off a lot of the words, you know? Boy,
Okay. Okay.
right? They cut off a lot of the endings of words.
Mm-hmm.
Like pa arriba, voy pa arriba, not para. They don't say para. I'm going up. No, like I'm going up, voy pa arriba. Instead of voy para arriba, they say
Mm-hmm.
voy pa. They cut it off. Black people usually have a tendency to do this in Spanish as well. Black, like Afro Colombians. Our
Also, the
accent.
Spanish in Cali is a little different than
Oh
Medellin.
yeah, most definitely. The Spanish and the accent is totally different from a Paisa accent
Mm-hmm.
or from an accent in Cartagena or the coast. Coastal people have a coastal accent. People from like Cartagena, Santa Marta, and Barranquilla, they kind of sound like Venezuelans. They have a Caribbean Spanish. Me, I'm from Buenaventura, so our
Oh man, I
people,
can't wait to go out there one day.
man, look,
I seen your girl did a video out there. What's
yes,
her name?
Crespoide,
Yes, yes, that's her.
Kizzy, shout out to Kizzy, that's my
Shout out to
girl.
you. That's what's
Uh,
up.
she usually does a YouTube on Fridays at 7:30 Central, y'all. So if you
Mm-hmm.
ever want to check her out, that's what she does on Friday nights. I'll probably hop on there this Friday just to
Mm-hmm.
like chat with her and stuff. Um,
Cool, cool.
but Buenaventura, like that's a whole different story. There's not much to explore unless you know people.
Mm-hmm.
It's best to know people. There's not a lot to explore. You get to the terminal, you go straight to the park because you have no business being anywhere else in Buenaventura unless you're from there.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the park. I suggest you look at the Pacific Ocean. There's different little kiosks where you can like buy beer or different. We have different like spirit drinks, like spirits,
Mm-hmm.
like moonshine and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Arrechon, it tastes like Bailey's, but it's actually made with different ancestral herbs. And even like, I heard it has like turtle testicles. I don't know. I don't know. Okay.
Right.
But it's like liquid Viagra, basically. Liquid
Oh wow.
Viagra.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, you don't need drugs. You just drink some Arrechon and you'll be all right.
They
Uh,
have that here in Medellin.
they should. You know what? I'm going to bring some and we'll pop one. But not the
Alright.
Arrechon because it's too sweet. I don't like it. Like it tastes
Oh.
like Bailey's. It
Mm-hmm.
is. We have a huge Black music festival, right? In August. It's
In
huge.
Cali. In Cali.
Yes, it's one of
Okay.
the biggest Black music festivals ever. Okay, guys, this isn't like Essence Fest. Okay, you're not gonna hear any music in English unless
Mm-hmm.
there's an international artist or something, and they usually sing in Spanish. But it's
Mm-hmm.
actually a contest to see who has the best band and the best players and singers.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a festival. It's free. You get to learn about Afro Pacific culture, which is um, where I'm from, like Buenaventura and Chocó, Guapi,
That's
all
dope.
these little Black regions that are on the Pacific coast. We all come together
Mm-hmm.
to throw this huge festival slash contest. It's a 5-day festival, 4 days of singing and dancing. It's free for you to get in. You can get your hair braided. You can buy turbans. You can buy food. They have like different food stands.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the Pacific coast is seafood based, and
Mm-hmm.
coconut cream or coconut milk is really good. I'm biased, but I prefer food from the Pacific coast than the Caribbean. I feel like they don't know how to cook in the Caribbean, except San Andres. Like they,
Mm-hmm.
they can cook out there. It's so good. Everything is good out there.
Dope, dope. Let me catch some of these comments. Shout out to Mr. Gabriel with a 1999 super chat. He says Cali is active.
It is.
Very
It's
much so.
active.
I have a question from Phoenix 6873. He says, are the classes one on one or a group?
Classes are shout out to Phoenix 6873. Classes are one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to have a friend in class, I don't have a problem with that. We can do a meeting,
Mm-hmm.
have no problem. If you know someone else that's interested and they want to be in class with you, then we
Mm-hmm.
can do the duo class. I have no problem with that. There are so many apps now
Mm-hmm.
that can add everybody in the class.
Nice, nice. And you do give homework, right?
Yes, it's y'all that don't do it.
I think I did my homework, didn't I? Did I do
No,
my
you didn't. No, you didn't. No one did their homework.
homework? But I
A
think I was
couple of
part of
people
it.
do their homework. Uh-oh.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Shout out to my bro Citizen Lou. He says Colombia is definitely safer than Atlanta right now.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
Wow.
Atlanta has been off the chain lately. Like they've been
Really?
shooting up malls. Yeah, it's been a lot going on in Atlanta right now. But Atlanta is a transplant city, so you got a lot of people from Chicago, a lot of people from LA, a lot
Okay.
of people from all over Houston, Dallas. So you have all those black people from different areas. What you gonna say?
Cali's like that too. A lot of
Oh, and
transplant
talking about
cities.
Cali, Colombia.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
because
So,
Cali is the only city that has an exit to the Pacific coast. No other
okay.
city, no other city has access to the Pacific coast. Only we do. Um, hey, so a lot of people from Buenaventura have been displaced
hmm
because the thing about Buenaventura is there's a lot of illegal armed groups, like rebel groups out there. Like right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was talking to a friend in real time. Shout
hmm
out to shout out to my homie Javier. I was
hmm
talking to him and he literally sent me a message and a voice message was like, yeah, yeah, I'm chilling and Pam, Pam, Pam. He's like, oh crap, you heard that? 3 just went off. And I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, you better not go outside right now. He's like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm in the hotel because he's
hmm
trying to move back out here.
hmm
So he had to go to Buenaventura and do some work, but he's coming back out here to be a personal trainer. So if y'all need someone, he speaks English as well. And if
hmm
you come to Cali and you want to train with somebody, I know a couple of trainers. You want MMA? I got that trainer for you. If you just want to work out and need some inspiration and need some help, my boy, he'll get you to work.
Cool, cool. I got another question from you from James Earl Mones. That's a hell of a name, brother. He says, D, do you refer us to books or study for the class?
All right. I usually share my screen
hmm
through Zoom,
hmm
and whatever I have for work on that day, I usually send you the link through an email. There are books that you can study. If I don't have a problem with that, I don't have an actual curriculum like that per se. I usually try to figure out what type of level you're on so that I can prepare different things for your classes.
Got you, got you. Got another question by Dan219. He says, "Are you part Colombian?" She is part Colombian.
No, I'm 100% Colombian. I was
Got it.
born
Got it.
here. I just wasn't raised here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was born here. All right. I was born here, y'all, but I was raised in the US. For those of you that don't know,
Mm-hmm.
I lived in San Francisco. I lived in New York, but mainly Texas. Shout out to the H from the
Mm-hmm.
H Town. All right.
H-Town representing.
H Town represent anybody from the A. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
y'all, specifically the North Side.
Did you ever go
I
to Atlanta when you was in the States?
never, I didn't get a chance to go there. I was in Louisiana a lot. I was in Nowlands. I was in
Okay.
Nowlands
Okay.
a lot, like all the time. That was like my
Mm-hmm.
second home because it's down the street. Like you drive for 5 hours, it's right there from Houston. Or in Lake Charles, like I would go to Lake Charles where the riverboat casinos are at. That's only 2 hours from the Texas border.
Got you.
So
Got you.
yeah,
So let me
Crawfish
ask you this.
Festival.
I got a real good question for you since you grew up
Mhm.
in the States and you grew up in Colombia as well. I'm sure you was in some pretty bad neighborhoods in the States, right?
Yeah, sure.
We all were. So do you feel like it's a little bit more dangerous in the States or it's way more dangerous in Cali, Colombia? Well, Colombia is South America pretty much.
Danger is danger, no matter
Uh-huh.
where you go. I feel a little bit more afraid here as a
Hmm.
woman. Just a
Okay.
little bit more afraid as a woman. As a man, you guys can go anywhere. But
Hmm.
as a woman, we're targeted a lot more here because we're weak, quote unquote.
Hmm.
We're weak. We're quick to give up our things. Look, guys, if he has a gun, you know, just give up your things. You can get
Hmm.
them back. Make sure your things are backed up before you leave your house. Make
Hmm.
sure it's all backed up to your cloud, your pictures, your videos, your contacts, your emails, all of that. Make sure it's all backed up before you leave your house because things can happen. You could lose your phone, or someone can steal it, or someone can, hey, give me your stuff.
Hmm.
If you choose violence, hey, more power to you. I
Hmm.
only choose violence when I see that I can defend myself. But luckily, I've never been like, hey, stick them up. No, like that hasn't happened to me. Thank God. Like
Hmm.
my angels have protected me. But I haven't. One guy did like try to, he had like, those brown kitchen knives, the little
Hmm.
small steak knives.
Hmm.
But I could tell he was messed up. Like he was like peeled out or something. He's like, yeah, give me your stuff, right? And I had like a bigger knife, so I just pulled it out. I was like, hey, what's up? What's up? If you want, bring some pepper spray. I will bring me some. I just need a keychain, a
Hmm.
mace keychain. If you want, maybe you can carry a knife. I don't know. If you feel like you need to carry something. But most of the time, if they got guns, just give your stuff up. Just give it up. Don't lose your life over some material stuff that you can get back. Yes, it's gonna hurt your pocket to have to get some more stuff, but hey, at least you still have your life.
Yeah, it's like an ego thing with men. Like, oh man, but if they got
With
the drop on you,
everyone.
they got a drop on you. Yeah.
That's with everyone. Trust me. Like I've been in about 3 situations where people try to snatch my stuff and I'm just like, hey, what are you doing? Like, this is mine.
Yeah.
I
I've
wouldn't
been in
do
so many robberies in the States. There's always some silly shit too. Like I'm always right there. When they robbed the grocery store, I was right there.
Oh no. That
Yeah,
sounds
man.
awful.
Yeah,
That sounds
and
awful.
I remember one time I was in the family. You know what the Family Dollar is? Yeah, Family Dollars in Houston and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Dollar
Okay, so
General, Family
right.
Dollar, all that.
So I went in there to get some Twizzlers or something. It's something silly, getting some Twizzlers. I'm sitting there and I'm not putting two and two together, right? So I see the guy with like a little mask on. I'm just in my own little world on my phone. And I'm sitting
This
here
is
like,
like pre-pandemic, right?
this is way pre-pandemic. It's like years
Okay.
ago, maybe like 5 years ago. And I'm sitting here like, why is God taking so long? I'm like, bro, what's got, I'm like, bro, come on, man. What's going on? he's like, look, bro, I'm not trying to shoot you. I'm like, you doing that? I'm like, oh shit. And I just took off.
Chose violence.
Right.
Violence that day.
But that's one thing about the A. I can say Atlanta's different because Atlanta got some very cool, laid back cats. Even the criminals, even the police officers. You know, maybe another city he would just turn around and shot my ass. But in Atlanta, it's like, hey, bro, come on now. You know,
yeah, Houston, you would have got shot.
You see, I'm busy getting shot. You know, like, oh damn, my bad, bro. You know.
I think you would have got shot in Houston. Definitely
probably got shot anywhere else but Atlanta because I was right there. I'm sitting here right there. I got my little Twizzlers in my hand and shit, you know. So I'm like,
I'm just trying to get these two. I would have walked out with I'm like, free Twizzlers. I would have walked out.
I did walk out with the Twizzlers. I went to the back door.
Peace. Charge these Twizzlers to the game because I'm out of here.
And you know what? I think that was like it was a bad day for me because I got laid off that day too. I got fired from a job, you know. They didn't even let me get my last 8 hours in. And then it got into a robbery. Same day. You know.
I've been in those type of situations.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my homegirls got robbed right next to me. He had like this gun. I was like, is that gun even real? I'm like, don't give him your iPad. Forget that dude. I'm like, forget that dude. Don't give him your iPad. I'm like, don't give it to him. But he kept pulling it out, and I was just like, oh, man. Like, he didn't take my stuff. And I was just like, you know, dog. Like, she had just got, like, a new phone. It was just terrible. One time, 3 guys tried to steal something from me, and, like, one of the guys' headphones got caught up with my headphones. He actually tried to come back and ask for his headphones. My cousin beat him up. That's just what happened. Like,
I got a question from this guy, but I don't understand. I'm not gonna go because I don't understand what he was saying. Have you ever been to Barranquilla?
Of course, I went last year for Carnival. It was amazing.
Oh, okay, that's right. You do have a carnival out there in Barranquilla.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest carnivals in the world.
It's one of the biggest ones. Okay.
In the world, like I think that's like number 3. Brazil Carnival is number 1. Or I think number 2 would be Trini Carnival. And I think number 3 is Barranquilla Carnival.
Oh, wow.
ATL
everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying that now. I've been seeing some of the news out there. It's crazy.
Cali the Wild Wild West to me. If you ask me.
You got these cats coming from all these other cities. Chicago. It'd be Chicago cats fighting each other in Atlanta. You know, different gangs beefing in Atlanta.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, they brought it down to ATL. That's crazy.
Everybody brings down to ATL.
Speaking of Atlanta, I think I saw this video. I don't know if that one was in Atlanta. The girl that fell through the glass.
You talking about a while ago?
On top of a car. No, that was like last week. It was like at brunch. And these girls climbed on top of
I've seen that. Yeah, one girl was skinny, one girl was a little thick. That might have been Atlanta.
It looked like it was. I don't know.
You got a lot of people from H-Town up in here, D. H-Town, North Side.
H-Town, North Side, baby, Imperial Valley. What y'all know about that? Greens Road, Northborough.
That's a major adjustment, right? Like going from there to Cali, Colombia.
It was a huge cultural shock. I mean, I had been here before for like vacations. I would come like after school, like school vacation. I would come. My mom would literally send me with my brother out here for 3 months at a time. But to actually come and live here, it was kind of hard because the move was kind of forced. So it was like, what? You know, you're taking me out of my comfort zone. And I'm about to like, it was a lot of personal stuff going on. So I had to come through out here and I've been here ever since. But it's all good. You do what it do.
I can't wait to get out
Colombia is cool. I feel like now there's a lot more opportunities for a person like me who's bilingual. There's always been English classes. That was the thing. But back in the day, they would really slave us out for those classes. They still do. They still do. So I was like, you know what? I can't keep working for others. I want to work for myself. And then this YouTube thing just started like blowing up for people. So some of my friends here and I were like, so maybe we should start something and start talking about Cali or whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start being a tour guide. Like, I have a lot of knowledge. I speak English and Spanish. I am literally the plug to know. So
you are. No, that's real. You are.
You know. So I was like, let me just start banking on this, on myself. You know what I mean? I was like, let me start banking on myself and not banking on others, you know? Right now, yes, tourism is a little down for me because of what's going on in Cali right now, but the tourist places are open. Like the areas that you can go and look around and take pictures and stuff, they're open. So basically, I'm available for tours. I'm definitely available for classes. And consultations, you know, people who are actually thinking about moving out here and need help looking for an apartment or locating a good or safe neighborhood, or you want to come and get some dental work. I know a couple people, a couple dentists. Your girl wants to get lipo and you don't trust it. Hey, I can find out this information for you for a fee, of course.
Right.
Oh, for a fee. I mean, you want to, you know, you got questions about Colombia. I usually do a 1-hour consultation call. It's $25. You know, you got questions, you're planning your vacation, or you want to plan your vacation, hit me up. Hit me up.
And the link is in the description. So, guys, if you want to hit up D, make sure you check out the description. One of my best friends out here in Colombia, very, very helpful. As far as the apartments, I want to ask you this with the apartments, because a lot of guys think they can just come out here and get an apartment and they're going to get taxed. They're going to see that it's not really up to an American standard. Like when I first moved out here, I couldn't even breathe in my apartment.
Right.
So it's better to go through someone like you that can give them a call, check it out for them.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Because they're going to tax me. They tax gringos out here like heavy.
Of course.
But if you go in there and talk to them and negotiate, it's much cheaper.
Do you go through Airbnb?
Well, now I have a few plugs on the apartments out here in Medellin.
Okay.
So I don't go through Airbnb any longer, no.
That's cool. Okay, that's good. That way, okay, if people hit you up and they need me to like go and check out that apartment for them, if you can't do it, I'll go do it if I'm in Medellin. Or y'all can pay for the flight. It's super cheap anyway.
Yeah, the flight's like what, $30?
Exactly. Like a one way is like the other day it was like $19. I was like, oh wow, okay. But just a one way from Cali to Medellin, which was like $19 or something like that. And actually it was like $45K, which is even less. You know what I mean? So
everybody asking about you have a YouTube channel, right? D? Everybody asking about your YouTube channel.
I do not have a YouTube channel,
you
y'all.
Sent me a link. You sent me a link one time, right?
I think it was to a YouTube video though. But that I had done with Ariana. Shout out to Ari from what's her channel? Ariana Ari Aventuras. Ari Aventuras. Y'all go check out her channel. I got a couple videos with her as well. I know y'all wait on the YouTube
when you get
channel.
back out
My bad.
When you get out back in Medellin.
I'm trying to get a DGI like check and effect.
Shout out to y'all donate. Man.
Y'all donate to the brother so he can donate it to me.
For sure. Oh, and also, man, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the sub button. We're almost close to 10,000 subs. I think we got like 9,994 or something like that.
Oh, we got to turn up for the 10K.
Oh, yeah. I'm happy on the show. I'm going to do a big show with all the travelers when we hit 10K.
Okay.
Whenever we hit 10K. So it could be Friday.
But we got to do Saturday. Like a party too. Like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. For sure. We got to get to that YouTube channel when you come out here.
I'm trying to get your camera. That's the one I need. That's the one I need. I need one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Or a DJI. I really want to get that DJI. that check and effect has. We'll see what happens. Hopefully,
Is that the one with the phone, or it has his own little lens that he has?
it's like that little one. It's like small, and you just
Okay,
carry
I
it
know
in your
one.
hand like that. Yeah, that one. It's
Yeah,
really good. It's
that'd be
really, really
dope.
good. And he filmed underwater, so the case works really well.
Oh,
Um,
nice. Yeah,
yes,
I checked out
yes,
the video. Very nice video. It was dope.
yes. Y'all go
Yeah, it was
check
dope.
out the video. Check and effect in San Andres. I'm in it. Rocky K Beach. That way, it was big.
You
Okay.
got some
Have you been
admirers.
to San Andres?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh man, look, if you do go, let me know. I got a cousin out there. Y'all
Mhm.
know I'm the plug. I know people everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. You got a little admirer in the chat. He says, "I can't focus. She too pretty."
Oh, thank you so much, y'all. I'm almost 40. I'm not gonna give away my age, but I'm almost 40, y'all. I'm
Hey, when I first met you, I thought you was like 25, 26.
gonna start lying. Yeah, I'm 24. I'm 24. Nah, but because of how I speak, I have a lot of knowledge. So people be like, "Nah, you're not 25."
Mhm.
Thank you so much for the comment. I'm emotionally unavailable though, okay? You know that's my phrase. I'm
Yeah,
emotionally
indeed.
unavailable, y'all. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
it's best to be that way.
So, guys, make sure I would tell them to subscribe to your channel, but you don't have a channel yet. But they can contact you in the description for your tours and for your Spanish classes, guys.
Oh,
Go ahead. Go
also,
ahead.
sorry about that. Also,
No, go ahead.
in my IG bio, there's
Mhm.
a link that takes you to my WhatsApp brochure, like my WhatsApp catalog for my WhatsApp business. If
Mhm.
y'all click that link in my bio on Instagram, it'll take you straight to, you can actually like text me there or you can send me a DM. Okay, guys?
Yeah, and I can't wait to come out there to Cali, take a
Turn
tour,
up.
crank these Spanish classes back up. You already know.
We're gonna turn up, we're gonna eat good, and we're gonna look around and we're gonna be hot because it's hot in Cali. Well, right now it's raining, but
Mhm.
for people that don't know, Cali weather is usually between like 80 to 90 degrees a day.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's humid, sometimes it's not. Nights are usually about 68, maybe 70 degrees. So if you like heat, come to Cali. If you don't, definitely go to Medellin.
Mhm.
There are no beaches close by. You have to go to Buenaventura. I do those tours as well. So yeah, just everybody give me a shout or a holla at me at Tours by D on IG. You can
Mhm.
also email me, um, but I don't know if I can post that on here. It's
Yeah,
on
what's your
my
email?
IG. On my
Okay.
IG, like there's an email button for you to email me.
Cool. Well, D,
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on.
Oh, thank
Uh,
you, bro. You know I love you. I
all right.
appreciate you, man.
I love you too.
For
Peace.
sure. Peace, y'all. Be safe.